Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Bleh. So salty. Well, if this is what I have to take, if this is what it takes to not get a goiter.
Dear God, man! What are you doing with that pile of salt?
Well, I don't want a goiter.
Well, that is not going to help.
Why not?
That's kosher salt. There's no iodine in there.
Iodine?
Yes, iodine.
Who are you? How do you know? Do I already have a goiter? Look at my neck. Does that look like a goiter?
My good chap, I am Professor Ashton Bithesy, proud ancestor of soldiers and sailors in Her Majesty's service. Perhaps you've heard of us.
No. I'm Buster. Have you heard of me?
Can't say that I've had the pleasure.
What about my neck?
No, I haven't heard of your neck either.
No, I mean, is there a problem with my neck?
Problem? What kind of problem?
A goiter. Is there a goiter on my neck?
Oh, No, there's no goiter there. You see, a goiter is caused by a malfunction in your thyroid. It's a butterfly-shaped gland in your neck.
What?
Well, it's a piece of tissue that makes special hormones, chemicals that send messages throughout your entire body. Those chemicals need iodine to work properly.
What?
The thyroid makes 3 hormones, or chemical messengers. Triiodothyronine, which we'll just call T3. Thyroxine, which we'll just call T4. And lastly, but certainly not least, calcitonin.
That sounds scary.
Not at all, my boy. You like being warm, don't you?
Yes?
You want strong and healthy bones?
Sure.
Well, then you need a good thyroid. The thyroid is probably the most important gland in your whole body. It helps regulate homeostasis.
Really?
Really?
What's that?
Homeostasis? Well, homeostasis is when your body is working properly.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to, make sure you knew that too.
Well, T3 and T4 act on every major system in your body. They tell your body when to speed up and when to slow down. Masters of metabolism, like captains at sea. Yes, I can see it now. Hormones yelling to their crew. Full steam ahead! Charging to every organ and muscle, maintaining homeostasis.
Why are there people fighting in my body?
Who said anything about fighting?
You said there is a ship full of metabolists in my body yelling at people.
That's just a metaphor, Boyle. A little bit of wordplay.
Oh, right. Professor, you said something about my bones.
Ah, yes. Calcitonin. Well, calcitonin helps limit the body from using all the calcium in your bones.
But why is my body using my bones? I need those.
Well, your bones are a natural storehouse for calcium. Your body uses some calcium that is stored there when the calcium in the blood gets too low. To prevent overuse, calcitonin helps put the brakes on when there's too much calcium in the blood. Like a Bobby on the watch, preventing scallywags from committing crime.
Oh yeah, scallywags.
I'll tell you of scallywags. Why, just the other day I was talking with this chap. A proper brick he is, I tell you. Upstanding till the end. When out of nowhere...
Professor, tell me more about the thyroid. What happens when it breaks?
Well, I never. A daft lad like you, I thought you'd have more appreciation for your elders. Well, nevertheless, you are a curious chap. I won't hold you back. No, you want knowledge, then I'll give you knowledge. I've read all manner of works on anatomy, physiology, and I know enough to teach the likes of you. What you were working on when I arrived, the increase of iodine in intake, preventing something called hypothyroidism, a condition when your thyroid can't do its job due to a lack of supplies. Like a soldier without a gun. Not much use, Or say there's some sort of damage to your thyroid. It can't function properly. That could also lead to hypothyroidism. Like a captain who's run his ship aground and can't do his job.
Are you sure I don't have a goiter? Is it working right?
I'm certain you don't have a goiter. Besides, you have too much energy to have hypothyroidism. No, if you had hypothyroidism, you'd be feeling cold, suffering from fatigue and weakness, maybe some hair loss. Your tongue would be thick like a redwood tree. You'd be certainly puffier, that's for sure. And, maybe having some reproductive problems.
Just from not having enough salt?
Ha! Dear me, no. Hypothyroidism is caused by many things. Hashimoto's thyroiditis, an autoimmune disorder. Some poor souls are born with it, though. Dear things. If not treated, it could lead to cretinism, problems with growth and development, and eventually, mental retardation.
I don't want to have problems with development.
Little too late for that, old boy, don't you think?
What?
Never mind. Now, the last thing you need to know about is hyperthyroidism.
Didn't we just talk about that?
You really are quite dim, aren't you?
I've never thought about myself as a light before.
Yes, quite right. As I was saying, hyperthyroidism is when your thyroid is overactive. Hypothyroidism is when your thyroid isn't active enough.
Oh, I get it. It's like when kids are hyper and they move around a bunch.
Quite right. Hyperthyroidism is not quite as common as hypothyroidism, and it's normally caused by Graves' disease.
What's that?
I really do wish you'd listen. It's when the thyroid produces too much T3 and T4. It usually only occurs in women who are in or past middle age.
Whew! That's not me!
Clearly, you're a suck.
Well, yeah.
As I was saying, it can also result in a goiter, increased metabolism, hypermetabolism if you will, and exophthalmos.
Exophthalmos?
No, exophthalmos. Like a pug. When one's eyes bulge out of their head.
Ooh, can you teach me how to do that?
What?
I'd like to be able to make funny faces too.
No, it's a disease. You don't learn how to...
Come on, Professor, show me how.
I'm leaving now. I pray that we'll never meet again.
Oh, come on, Professor. I just want to look like a pug. Tell me more about the exophthalmos.